What is up, you guys? I'm Colby King, and today I'm reviewing The Lego Movie 2, the second part. The Lego Movie 2 is directed by Mike Mitchell, who also directed another great animated film, Trolls, in 2013. It's written again by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and they also serve as producers. Right off the bat, I want to gladly tell you that The Lego Movie 2 does not suffer from sequelitis. For those of you who are unaware, sequelitis is a disease that plagues many sequels in Hollywood. Symptoms of sequelitis include, but are not limited to, a rehash of the plot from the first film in a new setting, flanderizing the best characters from the first film, convoluted titles, or the entirety of Jaws 3. Basically, sequelitis is when a sequel fails to live up to the standards set by the first film. It was once rare for sequels to be as good, if not better, than the original film. However, even in today's saturated media market, genuinely good sequels are becoming more and more common. One of the best examples of this case is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The Lego Movie 2 follows many of the same story beats from the first film, but instead of feeling like a rehash, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, being the screenwriting geniuses that they are, build upon already established jokes to make them even funnier the second time around. If you go back and listen to what I just said, I'm basically telling you that The Lego Movie 2 features many running gags. But beyond the many clever running gags from the first film, there is a lot of new humor to be found in The Lego Movie 2, most of it in the same meta manner that has made Deadpool such a popular franchise. The Lego Movie 2 works best when it is so tongue-in-cheek and self-aware that the viewer might not even realize that some of the lines of dialogue are actually jokes. The voice acting on display in this film is, much like every film in this franchise, stellar. Chris Pratt does an excellent job at voicing two characters in the film with very different personalities. Elizabeth Banks is back in this film reprising her role as Lucy, aka Wildstyle, and I've always loved Banks. From Slither to the Hunger Games trilogy, she has such a nice range as an actress. The supporting cast is rounded out by Tiffany Haddish, who does some wonderful voice acting, as well as many familiar characters and actors from the first film. The Lego Movie 2 picks up right where the first film left off, and it continues the human story set up in the first film as well. However, this is one of the weaker aspects of this movie. In the first Lego movie, I highly enjoyed the dynamic between the father and son character. The way that the humans were introduced in the first film, and the way that the audience was able to understand that the story they had been following was really a metaphor for an overbearing father hindering his child's imagination, was a nice reveal. That novelty wears off this time around as we see the human characters right from the get-go, thus rendering the overall message of the film a little too on the nose. It's important that you take this criticism lightly. Even though there isn't much of a reveal and sense of wonder this time around, the message of this film is still heartfelt and will resonate with many children and adults alike. My only other criticism of The Lego Movie 2 is the soundtrack. In the Lego Movie, Everything is Awesome was a nice satirical song about our modern society, and it played excellently within the context of that film. In the Lego Movie 2, the songs are amped up twofold. Although the musical numbers are humorous, they become tedious and begin to make the film feel as though it's pandering only to children rather than appealing to both children and adults. This is only a small criticism, as I did enjoy all the songs in the film. I just felt as though they were the byproduct of studio notes due to the success of Everything is Awesome from the first Lego Movie. The cinematography on display in the Lego Movie 2 is vibrant and eye-popping. Although I saw the movie in 2D, this is the rare film that I feel would have benefited greatly from a 3D viewing, especially in IMAX 3D. Overall, the Lego Movie 2 is a great time at the movie theater. Families will enjoy every minute of this movie, from the colorful visuals, the catchy soundtrack, and the heartfelt storyline. The Lego Movie 2 represents a truly well-made sequel. I'm going to give the Lego Movie 2, the second part, an A, and you can check out some more reviews right now.